You are tuned into F Your Life Radio Podcast. Your mom would not approve.
Yeah.
Steve, are you okay over there?
What is that? What is that?
Orgies.
Oh, that's a. What better way to start a show than with orgies?
Orgies are not too...
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the greatest podcast in the history of podcasts. Or so I've been told. Or so I just made up. This is F Your Life Radio, the full way, the right way. I got the team with me.
Shout out.
Oh, the full team.
It's good to be back, man.
Okay. Chris the Cunt is here. How are you, sir?
Oh, man. Good times.
Yeah. You look great. You're rocking the nice, solid EYL radio tee, which you can get on keedclothing.com sometimes.
Most of the time.
And most of the time.
Allegedly.
L Boogie is here, mason jar in hand.
Oh, yeah. No, it's...
Oh, it's empty. Oh, now we're really fucked.
You downed it.
She downed it. The 2016 podcast producer of the year, the soy sauce boss, is here.
Orgies are not too much fun if
Yeah.
no one wants to do with you.
He looks great. Are those shorts or are those boxers or what? How would you classify them? Are you naked?
Tell them how it tastes, Steve.
Is that what? Well, how would you classify these shorts?
They're boxers, and I want you to see my fucking balls.
Well,
This whole show.
mission accomplished.
The pants off boss.
It's the pants off dance off here at F Your Life Radio. We live, baby. Yeah. So much going on. By the way, quick plug. We are going to be doing a live Q&A on the Facebook question and answer, El Boogie.
I know
Q&A.
what it means.
Oh, okay. Well, she was confused yesterday. It'd be a text message. But no, I'm explaining. So we will be live on Facebook 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time here in Arizona. So I don't know what the fuck that means to the rest of you, but
Oh, yeah.
we will be live. We'll be answering some questions. What are we going to do, an hour? Is it going to be a full hour? I think it is.
Tell them how it tastes, Steve.
Whoa. Why are there so many things with Steve?
Tell them how it
Because we
tastes,
love your
Steve.
misery.
What's happening?
You hold it together.
Have you ever seen that clip with John C. Reilly, the sweet berry wine? And he's like, sweet berry wine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, his name's Steve.
Oh, shit. That's a nice, solid name. Can't go wrong with that.
It's good.
What's been going on this week? Oh, well, I wanted to get something off my chest. Have you guys... So the new 50 Shades of Grey movie was it last week?
Yeah. I think
So
Was it on Valentine's Day?
I think it was... Yeah.
Or somewhere around then?
Somewhere around that. But the streets, well, not the streets by any means, but social media...
The yoga classes.
Yeah,
were above.
the Pilates classes are on fire right now due to this. So this is the second one, right? Am I correct in that assumption?
Darker.
So 50 Shades Darker. What is that? First of all, it better be, because I did watch the first one recently because I wanted to do my homework and shit. And here's the... Can I give you a quick synopsis?
Yeah.
First of all,
Taste, Steve.
let's be clear. Last time one of these movies came out, all these like very vanilla women, very plain women, all of a sudden wanted to get like punched and choked and shit.
Yeah, smacked around.
Until and that lasted like a week until it actually came down to it happening, and then they were not about that life whatsoever. So let me give you a quick synopsis, because I watched it, and the first movie, it was horrible.
Yeah.
Did you see it, El
I
Boogie?
saw like parts of it. Oh, yeah.
So did you see it, Chris the Cunt?
I haven't seen it.
Soy Sauce Boss, have you seen the movie? Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a quick, and everyone else who's listening, a quick synopsis. Okay, so here, we got this billionaire guy, right? We don't know why he's a billionaire. Maybe he defrauds foreign governments. We don't know.
It's not explained?
It's not explained.
No, he's
just a billionaire. He goes, hey there, terrible actress, who's the worst actress of all time, possibly, allegedly. I have $1 billion. You look very white and plain looking. What I want to do is get you into this weird, creepy dungeon that I have, and I want to fucking put butt plugs into your nose. And I want to put nipple clamps on your eyeballs and shit, because one of my mom's friends put nipple clamps on my eyeballs when I was young. So now, isn't that, am I explaining it right?
Yeah,
okay.
100%. You're not.
Yeah.
No, this is exactly how the movie went. And then this chick is like, oh, well, you have $1 billion, but I'm very white and plain looking, and I'm from a small town, and I don't really know if I want to, like, go through all this. I don't know if I want butt plugs in my nostrils. And then he goes, well, I think that you should, except here's this really weird contract you have to sign, because in order to be my slave, and you have to live in my house 4 nights a week, and I get to do whatever I want to you. And she's like, well, gosh, I don't really know. I have a family and shit. He's like, well, I have a helicopter. And then she goes, well, I don't really know because, well, you do have a helicopter, so I guess I will. And then they go, so this is the whole movie of them just debating whether or not she wants to get butt plugs into her nostrils. And then he gets her into this weird, creepy fucking, it's like a man cave, but with whips.
Yep.
And then he gets her, he gets her into this room. And then he spanks her hard one time, and then she leaves, and she cries. And she cries leaving.
Yep.
And that's the end of the... And that is how the movie ended. And now, my friends, you have just seen 50 Shades of Grey.
Were chicks, like, masturbating to that shit? That's creepy as fuck.
Yeah,
that's what
it's
you're
really...
getting off to?
It's really
to
weird.
Me, it's so... it's just weird. It's not even sexy. Like, it's just weird. It's not...
I feel like if you have to sign a contract, it's not... Like, that removes the sexiness right there. Like, that's scary.
Yeah.
You're contractually obligated to get butt plugs put in you.
Oh, yeah.
Allegedly.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And this one is like some other girl comes back. Like some other girl that he's already done this to comes back.
But the chick broke the contract then?
She didn't sign the contract.
So she didn't sign it?
No.
Okay.
She just winds up, like, they wind up having some sort of, like, love affair.
Yeah.
And then he gets her into this creepy dungeon. And we still don't know why he's a billionaire at this point.
No.
Like, he just is. And by the way, that actress was terrible. I don't know her name, but she's fucking awful.
It was like a thing where they had, like, a struggle getting someone to play that.
Right. Oh, they were like, oh, nobody, like, we should have got Sasha Grey. She would have been down.
Right?
For sure.
Yeah.
Steve, are you okay over there?
I am. Thank you for asking. Thank you for inquiring. I am fresh off work, though, so I'm like an old female starlet. I'm exhausted.
Tell him how it tastes, Steve.
I am on fire right now. So, anyway, so you just saw the movie, allegedly.
All right, that's fair.
So, shout out to the allegedly witch is here.
Allegedly.
Okay.
Orgies.
So that happened. So that's the movie. So now they've made another movie, which I'm assuming is probably terrible. But so the books were apparently much better, right?
I guess I didn't read them.
Oh, you didn't?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I wonder if they have to tame shit down from the books for the show.
I have no idea.
It's too gnarly.
Oh, let's hope so, because that was, first of all, and not only that, but like the shit that they were showing in that movie, like wasn't even that hardcore.
No, it
in
wasn't
my mind.
at all.
Like it was some spanking.
Someone probably got involved. Like, yeah, no, we can't.
They wanted to keep the R rating.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. But to me, the whole thing was fucking stupid. So that's what's got, the whole social media. Like you said, the yoga classes are very much a buzz right now. The cold pressed juice shops.
El Boogie, you haven't seen this new one? You didn't
No,
go?
I haven't. I didn't read the books. I only watched parts of the other movie because when it came out, I was with my ex and he thought it was like really cool and was really into it, which was really shocking and weird.
He was into it?
Yeah.
That's not that weird.
I was like,
that's mellow.
No,
Was he a
our
book
sex
reader?
life was way more extreme than what
He read the books?
No, he just saw the movie and he was like, I'm like, we do more than this. This
right.
is so white and vanilla. Like,
yeah.
We're already beyond this.
You're wearing a choker.
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't even realize that. Did you keep her a choker? It does look like, so there's a whole, I didn't see it like ties around and shit.
It's a full thing.
That's the full choke.
Allegedly.
choke.
Well, but not like the 50 Shades of Grey choke.
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
Fuck, baby, I want to come over here.
So now that got me thinking about like fetishes and shit like that. It's so funny because I am the self-proclaimed Michael Phelps of masturbation. And I don't go to Pornhub. Pornhub is that's like network television for me.
Oh, you're Tube Galore, right?
Tube Galore, X-Hamsters, and X-Videos.
X-Hamsters?
Steve?
X-Hamster.
X-Vid is the king.
Fuzzy little animal?
Yeah, wait, there's no animals in the
that has
thing.
nothing to do with
Why is it called a hamster?
Should we really quickly find out?
Can you fact check that for us?
No idea. I have no idea why hamster, but it's there.
Maybe someone knew.
Oh, no.
You know what? I never even really thought about that. I didn't even question it. There's an X at the beginning. It's X-Hamster. It's just, I know why I'm here.
No, you know what? El Boogie, you bring up an interesting point. Why did they put the word hamster in there?
Like, I never really thought about that.
I'm just saying.
But I don't
Yeah.
think we can fact check it without crashing the podcast.
No.
Steve, are you okay over there?
Check out my cam soda.
Well, so what's happening now? So I'm going to X videos and X hamster and shit. So you know when you watch whatever, like it'll be like the suggested shits
On the
underneath.
bottom?
Yeah. Well, they must know that I have just been writing really hard because now they're just suggesting like all sorts of crazy shit now.
Orgies.
Like I'll be watching whatever, like let's say BBW porn, which I do enjoy. But below it, it'll be like, hey, like click here to see like a midget fuck a clown and shit. A little person. We can't say midget, but whatever. And I'm not going to not click on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not down to see that.
Can you click mid boner?
You'd be
seems
surprised
a little-
what I can do. Be like, yeah. No, because the thing is, so what I do is my move is like I'm jerking off with my right hand, and then in my left hand I'm scrolling. So now what's happened is I've learned to like type very quickly into the search bar with my left hand. Let's just say if something's like a really short clip, and I'm like, well, fuck it, I'm moving on to another genre.
Yeah.
I've now mastered the art of
The one left thumb.
the left thumb, hurry up, and, bondage, whatever, for example.
Well, your
Orgies.
phone like starts catching on nose like as you're doing. It's like, no, you meant Latina. That's what.
I did. So they know me very, very well now on that site because their suggested shits are like, yeah, this dude's got to be bored. Like, let's throw some just wild shit at
They
him.
have to spice up your self-sex life.
Yeah, it's true. And I also, like, how often would you say that you jerk off Chris the Key? But you don't need to. You have in-house vagina.
Well, I have
But-
in-house, but also there's just the standard.
Right.
Like,
How many times a day would you say?
at least once a day.
Once a day, for sure.
Yeah.
Whether or not you fuck that day or not,
Exactly.
once a day.
Well,
Steve,
you
are you
start. It's like what is it? American Beauty. Where
Yeah.
he starts his day off jerking off in the shower, like
Yeah.
as he starts his day. Like
Yeah.
that's how you start the day. You just jerk it out real quick, and then you can go through and not.
And then you're ready.
Yeah.
Like you're like, all right, I got this.
El Boogie, how often do you find yourself jilling off?
Like once or twice a week.
A week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how's lying working out for you? How's that? Is that working out pretty well? Is that
That's
once or twice a week? Would you like to revise?
maybe 3 times I don't
week?
know, yeah.
That's cool. So sometimes people lie, and that's okay. I mean, we're not here to judge anybody. We'll keep it moving. But here's the thing that brings up an interesting point with this like 50 Shades of fuck, which I will refer to
Orgies.
it as, is it brings out this people, like we said earlier, all the vanillas, like their side where they like, oh yeah, like I want to try butt plugs in my nostrils and
Yeah.
shit. And here, like with that, I would say that every grown person, and I'm generalizing, but I do believe it's true, they have some sort of like kink that they're
Oh, for
into.
sure.
Everyone's got their thing.
Everyone has. at
Everyone
least
has
one.
their thing. People like what they like, whether or not they vocalize it to their partner or to whatever. Late at night, they're either jilling or jacking off to this very thing. You know what I mean? So can you think of anything off the top of your head that you like that's like, well, you don't have to say it on the air if you have, but do you have one? Do you have a kink that maybe like maybe not frowned upon, be like, oh shit, that's wild.
Steve, are you okay over there?
I'm fine, thank you.
I wouldn't say wild. I have like a thing.
Right.
That's pretty rad. It's not the like standard.
Okay.
But it's nothing-
but it's
but it's
there.
not outrageous.
I know, but it's not. You don't want butt plugs in your nostrils.
No.
I don't want anything like inserted in my butt.
Right.
You know.
Well, that's to each his. Some people are into that, and to each
There's
their
nothing
own.
wrong with that.
Right.
You know.
But
I'm
that's
all
not
good.
your flavor.
Yeah.
No, I dig it. Do you have a specific kink that obviously maybe there's many of them, but do you have one where it's just like late at night you're like searching, you're going through this in your search bar? And,
When I'm looking at porn, is different than what I actually like to do.
right.
Like
Oh, so
porn, there's a lot of different things that I like to see in porn that
you wouldn't do in real
I
life.
probably wouldn't
What's
do.
that? Name one. Can you?
No.
You don't. Okay. Well, that's okay. Everyone's got their
It's confidential. Don't talk about it on the show.
It's
Well, like,
G14
My
classified.
sister is listening to the show now, so I
Who is?
my sister.
Oh, is she? Shout out. Oh, the one you sent the
Yeah.
twat shot to.
Yeah, so I can't like talk about. I mean, there's a couple things,
Yeah.
and they're a little on the dark side.
Oh, no way. But not
side.
shit that you, again, now that let's reiterate, you don't want to do it in real life. You just like,
No.
would you throw that on while you were like getting laid allegedly?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like throw it on in the background.
Yeah.
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 Would you go to like buy a DVD of it just so you could have it on deck?
No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Because porn is free on the internet. Why?
It's true.
Why?
I know, but then like, what do you got to like prop your laptop up? Like, how does that work?
I'm fine with it.
No, I'm saying if you're boning and you want to put porn on, is that you put the laptop on?
If
Was
you're
that
fancy.
Porn
You
would
have your
probably
TV
go
hooked
on
up.
before you started boning, though, I'm thinking.
Right.
So you'd already have that taken care of before the
Oh,
boning
like
is
you would
actually
watch it
happening.
together,
Yeah,
and then
probably.
it's Mr. Nasty time, and then you flip the thing down.
Yes.
Right? For sure.
Yeah.
How about you? Do you put porn on while you bone?
I haven't actually.
No.
Because
There's no
I'm,
need to, I
I'm
guess.
afraid like that just seems like a slippery slope with like a Latina girlfriend.
Oh,
because it's like depending on what
you look a little bit
choose-
too long.
Yeah, or what you choose, it's like oh yeah,
Yeah.
It's like you know what I mean. That no anything. You'll be on the defense on anything.
Yeah.
so I don't
You
want
can
to
fuck
set
around and get
myself
stabbed
up.
real quick.
Because I don't want to like 180 all of a sudden. Now I'm like defending myself
Yeah.
sexually or
It's a
you know what I
different
mean?
kind of assault, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a psychological assault.
Different vibe.
Now you're gonna get in the corner with the
Yeah.
boner, like, please stop hitting
So I'd rather just
me.
not like roll the dice.
Please stop hitting me.
There are so many different fetishes out there too that I think that people
Oh my gosh.
people are into. I'm looking at a list of them right now.
Oh, fuck, baby, I wanna
Oh,
come
but
over your
speaking
dick.
of that, thank you, Soy Sauce Boss, because one time, and I'm going to have him read it on the air here, like years and years ago on Urban Dictionary. Are you guys familiar with the site Urban Dictionary?
Of course.
The Soy Sauce Boss once uploaded.
Well, allegedly, it could
Allegedly,
be Chaz.
it could have been Chaz 1997.
It might have been.
It might have been, but it could also have been the Soy Sauce Boss. Which it was, but that's neither here nor there.
Which it was.
But he uploaded a sexual, what would you call it? A term, position? What would you call
That's a
this?
maneuver.
A maneuver.
I would say it's a sexual maneuver.
Up to Urban Dictionary, and this is called the Butterscotch Charles.
Oh my gosh.
And I want to make things a little uncomfortable here.
Okay.
And I would like the Soy Sauce Boss to read it to the class, if you would.
So if you don't know, what
And then I
Butterscotch
also, because he
Charles
also used it in a sentence, which I think is very key to this whole situation. So would you like to read this now, Soy Sauce Boss? First of all, this is called the Butterscotch Charles. Soy Sauce Boss, the Butterscotch Boss, take it away.
Okay, first of all, let me just. You guys have heard of like fucking Donkey Punch
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like Strawberry
Dirty
Shortcake
Sanchez.
and all
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
Lumpkin. This was just like something that I probably allegedly got high or something, and it was
thought
like,
of.
what's the most like weirdest fucked up thing I can fucking possibly say and put on the internet at the same time? Over a decade ago, or a decade if you're counting.
Right.
This is the Butterscotch Charles. Yeah. Oh my god.
We don't know if anyone's tried this or not.
This is fucked.
Yeah.
As you are fucking your girl and are about to come, comma, pull out and let the whole load in her mouth. Make sure she saves it in her mouth and doesn't swallow just yet. Fucking just yet. God damn it. Then pee in her mouth and have her swish it around like mouthwash, comma, gargle it and swallow it. That's like a song. That's like a new Atlanta trap song. Gargle it and swallow it.
pissing
She
comes-
gonna gargle it and swallow
was
it.
Kodak
Gargle
Black
it
song.
and swallow it. And then the use in a sentence is, yo, I just gave my girlfriend a Butterscotch Charles a few minutes ago, comma, it was pissy intense.
That was
So,
terrible.
there you go.
Yeah, and just to
God.
clear it up, Soy Sauce Boss has not killed people before, so you might think that the originator of that had bodies on him, but he does not.
Allegedly.
He does not. Yeah, that's not alleged. He's never killed anybody before.
Allegedly.
So
That we
that's
know of.
the Butterscotch Charles.
Wow.
So
Fuck, baby, I wanna come over your
I think
dick.
that we should like do the same thing. I think we should just come up with just some wild fetishes and let's name them and let's see if we can make them a thing.
Some more maneuvers.
Yes,
And
some
have
more
like
maneuvers.
A Chaz submit that one.
We got Chaz 1997
2007.
on Urban Dictionary. Wait. So I don't know. What do you want? Let's okay, what's wild? Aliens? Let's start with aliens. So we're going to start with the first thing, aliens.
Aliens are wild? Okay.
Yeah. So then what would be the act of getting fellatio from an alien while watching an alien movie?
Ooh.
What should we call that? Because I feel like I want that to be a thing because I would let an alien like suck my dick and shit, like while watching Fire in the Sky, allegedly.
UF off.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah, the UF off. I wanted to call that the Travis Walton, but we will. Yeah.
Travis Walton.
Or the Tough to Tell. We can we can call it. But I like the UF off. Okay, so for any of you listeners, if you happen to get fellatio from an alien while watching an alien movie, that's called the UF off. And I want, if you've done it before, I would like you to write us and let us know how that works at the facebook.com/FYourLifeRadio or the real EYL radio at gmail.com.
Oh, yeah.
So the UF off, I like that a lot.
Tell them how it tastes.
Let's think of something else. What if you were fucking a chick or a woman or a dude, whatever your flavor is, with like a parrot on you, parrot on your shoulder? That could be like, we were talking about this earlier. I call that a squawk job. Although I feel like we can do better than that. We could call that, because it's got a pirate vibe. What if it was like a Captain Hook?
You
You know what I mean? Because I feel like Captain Hook probably boned chicks.
It's the Dirty Sailor.
That's the
about
real
that?
Sailor Jerry.
Yeah. The Sailor Jerry. That's the name of it.
Okay, so the Sailor Jerry is boning a person, whether it be male or
on your
female, with a
shoulder.
parrot on your shoulder. And then the parrot has to then, like, mimic.
It has to say stuff.
Well, it has to talk
You're a hot
dirty.
bitch.
Yes. Oh, all right. Let's keep this one going. I like this.
This is fun.
This is good. All right. What should we call the act? Is there a thing if you just bone a couch, like a fold in a couch?
It was like, I've seen it somewhere else.
Is that
before.
already a
Yeah,
thing?
It's
I've heard
already a thing.
people fucking like the soft couches or like a corduroy, like an old shitty couch.
I went to high school with this. I guess he was like a dwarf or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And
Steve, are you okay over there?
he was club-footed as well, on top of like being a dwarf. And
He's got everything going against him.
he was
Tough hand.
Dude, yeah, tough hand to be
Orgies.
dealt. But he was telling me one time about how he jerks off, and he would just lay a pillow down, because his hands were all fucked up too. Like he
Yeah.
had like little like
Oh, so he
crap.
couldn't like reach his dick?
No, he could, but it was just like, it was a whole situation for him. It was like a whole. So he used to put a pillow on his mattress and just hump his bed and shit. He would put his boner up in his boxers or whatever. So it was like 6 to midnight, right?
Oh, okay.
And then he would just kind of hump his bed.
And then just squirt into his belly button.
Yeah, what do you call that?
Oh my
is that
fuck.
a dwarf job? Is that like the dwarf sauce
Well,
boss?
that's dwarfing off
Yeah, that's dwarfing off.
for sure.
Oh, I like it. I like it. So that is dwarfing off. I want to dwarf off tonight. I really am. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go from 6 to midnight, and then I'm not hands free. It's the Bluetooth. You know what I mean? Completely hands free.
That's what it should be called, is the Bluetooth.
The Bluetooth, hands free out here. Absolutely. So we're going to go, or dwarfing off, however you would like to 2017 that. 2017 probably wouldn't appreciate dwarfing
No,
off.
probably not.
But
That might not be
But
possible.
we appreciate dwarfing off. Okay, so let's keep that one going. Let's. Think of one more. Think of like one possible. Throw a word out there. Throw an animal. Throw anything.
Orgies.
Anything. Whatever. Throw a word. We're gonna do a little word association right now. Anything?
You're on the spot, El Boogie.
Oh, God.
How about Chris the Key? How about? Would you like to?
Well, I have a couple maneuvers.
Oh, go for it. Let me hear it.
Oh,
You have
let's
them
hear
ready to rock?
You already
them?
have
Yeah.
some on deck?
Oh,
Why didn't you
okay.
say
Well, where the
something?
fuck were you?
God.
Three
Well,
minutes
no, I
ago.
mean, I didn't want to,
No, you didn't want to steal my
Animal
shine.
Help me out
Yeah.
here.
It's your show, bro.
Dwarfing
I'm
off
just happy
and
to be
everything
here,
like
you know?
that. Yeah, God forbid you would want to interrupt dwarfing off.
No, I've got two, and you can do them separately, or you can do them in conjunction with each other, but they're not wild like a butterscotch trawl, so you can try them at home.
Okay.
But I do the combo. So one of them is the Catholic, and the other one is the chapstick. The Catholic
Okay.
is where it's like a mushroom stamp where you hit them on the forehead, chin, cheek, and it makes like a cross
with your wiener.
dick. Like when they're on their knees, you hit them the head, chin, and then both cheeks.
Oh.
So you're making like a cross, like the Catholic, like the Hail Mary
Catholic
thing.
I like that.
Because when they're in that position, and then you follow it with the chapstick.
But you don't have to.
You don't have to. You can do it separate. But
Okay,
that's where
you're a
you
fucking
use,
psychopath, and I
use
love
the
it.
head of your dick as chapstick, where you rub it around their
I get
lips.
it.
Oh,
But it's chap's dick.
I've done that.
You know what I mean?
Chapstick.
Chap's dick.
Yeah.
Oh,
So the Catholic and the chap's dick.
oh, Chap's dick. I see what you did there.
see
That's
it.
clever.
It's an empowering move. I suggest
Chap the key.
Try it at home.
Yeah, that's absolutely. Oh, here comes Soy Sauce Boss. Is fired up.
I got one where it's not really like a fetish or like whatever, but it's called the belly back bend over.
Oh, I love this. This is a good
And
move.
this is because, so if you're like a bigger dude or whatever and you got a belly right there, where are you going to put it if she's bending over? What are you
hitting
going
it
to
from
do?
the back.
Let me ask you this. What are you going to do with the belly?
Yeah.
Where does it go, Steve?
I don't. Why don't you tell us?
So you put it on her fucking back. So
just
the
set it on
belly,
her?
you just set it there, leave it for when you need it for later.
Yeah.
While you're fucking, it's there.
It's
just like the ideas in the bowl. It's there.
It's not going anywhere.
It's not going to go anywhere.
Oh my god.
What would you call it if you then lifted your belly and repeatedly hit her? And so you're like spanking her with your belly. Have you ever done that?
That's the belly smash.
Oh.
Yeah.
The belly back slap.
That's the belly back.
The belly back slap.
You know what
That's
I
the
mean?
100 belly slap. That's what that is.
100 belly-
The E Honda 100 belly slap.
The belly back slap.
But the belly back bend over is what that is.
Okay, I like that. I want to now. I want a belly so I can do that.
Big belly back slap sounds like an old WWF wrestler.
The
It does.
big belly back slap sounds like an Olympic event. It sounds like a swimming, like freestyle swimming or backstroke or whatever. Like I swear to God, it sounds
like
like
a
a specific
synchronized
stroke.
maneuver.
Yeah. So okay, so the Catholic and the chapstick,
That's
but you
pretty
don't
good.
have to use them in synchronization.
Exactly.
Orgies.
Okay.
It's
But
pretty
you can
good, though.
combo them, and
I
you're
like
in that
that.
same kind of
Yeah,
general
they're pretty
realm.
good.
Soy Sauce Boss, now that I've got you sort of engaged here, I had a question for you because you're still, because for a while there you went a long time without jacking off. You went a couple weeks, right? Okay. So now when you jack off, because I notice your dog is always sort of around you, sort of at all times and
No.
shit. So if you're jacking off and your dog, because I always wonder what people who sleep with their dogs, like, what happens when you, like, how does it work? Do you, like, have to turn the other way? Like, don't look at me, little puppet? Or, like,
So I'm half white. So, right? So there's that. So dogs stay in the bed. Right? That's a white people fucking thing. Come on.
You jerk
Yeah.
in the
Let's-
bed next to your dog,
No,
dude.
so
Well, he
what do you
does.
do? Well, what do you do is the
Whoa.
question. What do you
put her in
do
the
with your
crate
dog
and you
is right
jack
there.
No, I'm asking you, what do you do with your dog? What is it that you do with your dog?
No, I don't do anything with my fucking dog,
Oh,
dude.
that's a good point.
I mean, holy shit. But no, what do? You got to build a fucking jerk for it, dude. You got to build, so you kind of push her way to the side, and then you go all the way to the other edge of the bed, and then put like a comforter fort
What if,
in
but
between.
what if they look over? Like, do you?
Well, it's
do you make
weird
eye
because
contact?
if she stretches or accidentally like pushes her foot out or something, it's like it's all weird for a second.
Wait, what happens when it touches you again? So you build like a dog-proof fort.
You don't just go to the
you build a wall.
My dogs aren't allowed in my bedroom. There's a baby
Oh, like
gate.
while you're jilling off?
Yeah, no, there's a baby gate. They'll stand on the other side of the baby gate and watch.
Oh, is that at all times?
Oh, but you let them watch though. That's weird.
Okay.
Do you ever make eye contact?
No.
That's what seems
I
to
just
be.
hear them walk up. I just hear their nails, and I'll hear them like prance around in front of the baby gate for
Yeah.
a second, and then take off. But no, they're not allowed in my room.
Right.
No.
Well, thank you for explaining that, Soy Sauce Boss, because I was curious as to how like people jerk off.
Steve, are you okay over there?
What?
You should leave the room when you got to jerk.
Yeah,
like if
get
if
out.
your dog's there, if they're looking, like if they're awake,
Yeah.
you need to maybe go to the
There's a
bathroom.
fetish for that.
Well,
Oh yeah.
and it comes full circle.
To me, I don't know. I always, that was something that I wondered, like, because white people do that. I can speak on behalf of white people.
Well, and dogs always watch. Like if dogs are around when you're boning, they
Yeah.
watch.
They
like
know.
they watch.
Like they just know.
Yeah,
they
they-
know you're doing something wrong. They
Well-
give you that like judgmental look where they're like, "Dude, you're touching
and also,
your dick."
dogs have a better sense of smell than us, and they react to pheromones. So
What's a pheromone?
it's like a hormone,
Oh,
I guess, that you put off.
excretes like during sex.
And we know all the time we have,
Oh.
and it's how we react on instinct or whatever. That's how our instincts kick in. Like I don't know.
I was not aware
Some
of
kind
that.
of science.
Yeah, science. Don't ask me to explain
A
all this.
sciencey guy.
I watch
They
some
can
of the
smell
porn
it.
I watch. I don't watch I watch a lot of amateur shit. So some of the porn I watch is just people, just regular ass people who like set up cameras in their crib and shit.
Yeah.
And I'll sometimes see a dog like while somebody's getting
chilling.
NBA jammed, and I'll see a dog just sort of just chilling, and it's unbelievable.
There's bloopers where they'll come jumping into the situation.
I've seen that too,
It's
but
awkward.
I've seen the dog just like sitting there watching.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like, okay, well, let's get the dog out of the
Out of the
scene.
porno.
Because now if it's not awkward for you guys who are like fucking, it's awkward for me trying to jerk off to you fucking.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? When your fucking dog is right there. So that's that's don't know, man. That's
Maybe
really,
that's
really,
their
really dumb.
fetish.
Yeah, could
There's
maybe
fetish that involve animals.
that
So like,
watching. It's like a voyeurism
Yeah,
for
like,
like
oh, look,
dogs
the
and
dog's,
shit,
like, sitting
which
here
is
watching
really
them.
fucked up if you think about
Yeah.
it. So
if that adds to your orgasm, like you're getting off knowing the dogs are watching,
Yeah.
something went wrong along the way. You know what I mean?
So we're on the whole fetish vibe still. L Boogie, would you like to? Do you have Dick Pic Diaries for
Yep,
us?
yep.
Does it go along with the vibe?
Yes,
oh,
it
I
does.
love it. Dick Pic Diaries, L Boogie.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go!
Dick Pic Diaries with L Boogie. L Boogie.
On EYL Radio.
L Boogie, talk to us.
so I'm not mad again this week since we're on the subject of fetishes.
Yes.
A certain fetish has always surfaced around me, and it's the foot fetish.
Oh,
Like,
what dudes that you're fucking with and shit?
not
they like your feet.
necessarily just dudes that I'm fucking with, but people who I don't know who've seen my feet have been like, "Oh, you have gorgeous feet."
Let me
blah,
see.
blah.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see your feet. Let me see what's going on here. See, I don't have a foot fetish, so maybe those are immaculate. I would know.
They're
You know what
all
I mean?
right. They're
they
not
look, They
great.
look all right to me.
They're
all right.
they're just like regular feet to
Yeah.
me. They're just regular feet.
Right.
I've seen prettier feet than mine,
Yeah.
like on nail blogs and stuff like that, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, so pretty. But either way, it's been something that has surfaced around me. I've had numerous guys that I've dated or not dated comment on how pretty my feet are, but
You don't think that's weird?
yeah, I
the
do.
foot fetish thing?
It's totally
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
I'm not into it.
But it's very common.
Yeah, no,
though.
it's really common. And I used to make a ton of money off this guy who used to just smell my feet.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Like, not even, I wouldn't even take anything off. I wouldn't even talk to him
do you mean?
because he didn't speak English.
So wait, so
So
how
he
if
would
he doesn't
buy-
speak English, would he just point at your feet and then point at his face and
Yeah.
be like,
Well, at first, it was weird because he was like trying to tell me to take my boots off, and I didn't understand what he was saying because he kept
Yeah.
like running his hand down the side of his calf, and he was like rolling his hand down like as if you were rolling down socks, and I was
So
like,
fucking weird.
no,
Human
it's
centipede,
even weirder
man.
that I just used to sit across from him with my foot in his face, and he would pull my toes apart
That's fucking
and
gross.
smell in between each one.
did you ever, when you were doing any of these things, did you ever think like, holy shit, maybe, what if I tried harder in high school? You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
Because I think about shit like that all the time. Like,
No.
like to me, if I ever had my foot in somebody's face, I'm like, well, this looks like I should have not skipped econ class.
No,
Stephen,
I
you're
graduated
there.
with a 3.5. Like, I'm not.
Oh,
upset.
really?
Yeah, no. I went to college for a while.
No way.
No, yeah.
Good for you.
Chill out.
Still putting the feet up there.
it
Steve,
was-
are you okay over there?
You probably made more money doing that.
Yeah.
Can you tell me how much would he pay? How long? First of all, how long would you do it for?
So it was probably, he would always buy a 30-minute to an hour show.
Okay.
And that was anywhere from 75 to 150 just to the club. And then he had to match that for my tip. But because he didn't speak English well, I would always like tell him like, no, that's not going to cut it because this is weird.
And he really liked the product, your feet. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I wore boots all the time and he liked that because
Who
it
the
made
fuck
my
wants
feet more
30
smelly.
minutes of feet.
He
That's
did.
so much
Serial
feet.
killers.
He did.
Psycho.
He would
Yeah.
just smell them. That's it. He would just smell them. And he would tip me like $300 probably.
No
just
way.
To smell my feet
For a half hour.
30
Or an
minutes
hour.
to an hour, yeah.
Right. Okay, yeah, then you're fucking up everybody who like has like who went to college and like, you know what I mean? Like
And I wasn't,
CFOs and
I
shit.
wasn't even getting naked in those situations. I
Right.
was just sitting there with my foot in his face,
Yeah.
literally, just sitting there.
And what would you do? Would you look at each other and just be like, yeah, this is happening?
Look around at what was going on.
Would he lay
in
on the
club.
ground?
No, he would sit on a chair in
Oh,
front
and
of
you
me.
would like
and I
kind of
would
lay
sit-
back a little bit.
Yeah, and I would
and
just
then
like
put
lean
your
back
feet
and put
on
my
his
foot
face.
up in his face. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever so? Were you like walking around a lot before that? Like, would your feet possibly smell at that point?
Yeah, I'm sure. And I wear boots.
Right.
That's why he picked me, because I was the only girl at the time that was wearing boots.
Oh, and he knew that you would have like a funky
He
vibe.
wanted that foot
He
funk.
wanted that.
Yeah.
That's fucking
El
terrible.
funky.
When I stopped wearing boots, he stopped buying time with me.
No way.
Yeah, no,
and then
that's
he would
very
like
bad.
he kept it moving on to the next one.
Uh-huh.
That's fucking wild. But you know what's funny is that so many dudes really are into that. So okay, so there was a guy who pays you. Would you ever like jerk a dude off with your feet?
No.
Like maybe it was your boyfriend, like a foot job type thing.
I don't think that I could be coordinated enough with my feet to get like a good.
I've watched foot jobs, and I gotta say that's like an underrated skill.
I'm saying I've thought about that, like, and been like, you know what would it take? Like, it would take some serious coordination on the part of your feet to
Right.
get like an actual good jerk going.
Like that's something you could put on a resume. I feel like
Yeah.
if you were able to like do that efficiently, you know what I mean?
Why wouldn't you just hold the feet together and just fuck them?
That's probably how it goes.
Yeah.
Probably
Seems
that
easier.
seems more accurate.
Like a light bulb went off. Yeah. Oh, it's so easy.
I don't have a foot thing, but that sounds interesting to me.
I'm just trying to be logical. You know, I don't want to fuck any feet.
No, I don't.
was gonna
You sound
fuck
like
feet.
maybe you fucked some.
Give
feet
me what's
before.
another one? What's another like weird fetish that maybe you like came across? Is that the biggest one? Is that like the main one? Was it always feet when you were working in those places?
No. There was other things. Like there was one guy that used to like just blow in my ear.
What?
Like how like dancers lean back.
Yeah.
And his was like to whisper and like blow in my ear. Like
Did he at least have nice breath?
no, that was the worst.
So
part.
that's not even worth the money at that point.
No, and he like tried to chastise me for like not wanting to get dances with him anymore. He's like, "You ignored me the other day." I was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, because your breath smells like poop, literally." Because he smoked cigars and drank coffee,
Oh, okay. Those are like
That'll do it.
R.I.P. your breath.
and it was like, "Oh God, don't breathe on me."
yeah.
A
That's
lot
pretty
of the
wild.
other ones are like, I don't know, I can't really remember. There's a lot of them out there though.
Yeah.
I mean, the guys.
Well, you
I
talked
peed
about
on.
that you once
yeah,
peed
the
on
guys
a dude.
I peed on. I used to work with a girl that used to go take shits on a glass table, and the guy would lay under the glass table and watch her take
He just
shits.
wanted to. Oh, see, that's really fucked up to me. Like, at no point would I ever be even remotely aroused by that. I don't give a fuck who was taking the shit
And
either.
the fetish was so extreme and so to the point and so specific that he had a special diet that he made her eat on the days that she came.
Jesus.
That's
Yeah.
a
That's
a
fucking
whole
that's
thing.
that's insane to me.
It was
Isn't
like
that some kind
twice
of
a
health
week for her.
code thing? Like,
It wasn't in the club. It was her own side thing.
Like,
She was like a
weird.
crazy
or
old
like side
school,
hustle
like
is
prostitute.
shitting on
Well,
tables.
I bet you she was compensated well, but again, that's at the point where it's like if you're shitting on someone.
Like, how did you get here?
Or
That's like a fetish though. People
I know it
like
is.
shit on my chest. It's like, what was that in? It was like one of those teen movies.
well, there was the 2 girls 1 cup
Yeah,
thing.
that's
How far did? Because I made it like 8 seconds into that thing when it was popping, and that was literally like the best I could do with that. Like somebody was telling me that I don't think anyone's been able to like watch that thing the whole way through, just the full way. So, all right, well, Boogie, I appreciate you once again. Knocked it out the park with the Dick Pic Diaries. Man, we're going hard with the fetish vibe. Do you have any like? Chris the Key, would you perhaps have any like fucked up news in the same sort of like vibe or whatever sort of vibe? We're here.
Steve, it's funny you asked me that. So, with that whole 50 Shades shit coming
Yes.
out, so apparently in Australia, there's been multiple different instances in different cities, at different theaters, different Instagram posts and Snapchats
For this movie.
for the people working there cleaning up and finding cucumbers in the fucking movie theaters after the movie.
yeah.
Oh.
And it's not just like a one-off thing.
No,
it's
it was
like
all
a
over.
phenomenon.
Yeah.
Like it's sweeping the nation.
Oh,
kind of
that
thing.
so a little. Oh, I don't see anything wrong with it. It's mellow.
The
You know,
funny
put a little
thing is that
cucumber
it
in your
was
carnival.
Cucumbers, fucking cucumbers is an actual thing. Like actual fucking vegetables from the produce section is a fetish.
Some of these are kind of dicky. Like they're very
Yeah.
dicky shaped.
You know what's
Like, for
funny?
real.
Squashes, cucumbers,
Look at
zucchinis.
that's a penis
Well,
cucumber.
see, I work at a grocery store, so sometimes when I'll see a young lady or any lady, and she'll buy, like, literally, I'll see this a couple times. It'll be a bottle of wine and a cucumber, and I'll be like, and we'll have this sort of moment where, like, I'm like, yeah, you know, it must be Friday. You know what I mean? And so this is actually happening. They're putting cucumbers in their carnivals.
Yeah, man.
The cucumber carnival.
And then these
right?
fuckers are like cleaning up the theater with their bare hands, picking up used cucumbers and shit. Like it's fun. And handling their phone, taking pictures and putting it on like Twitter and shit.
I tried to
so
tell
good.
Soy Sauce Boss about this, and he said that it was fake news.
No, this is...
And it's a real thing, and
It's
I'm
a real
glad
thing.
that we fact checked this. It's no.
That's for real right there.
It's
Steve, are
legit.
you okay over there?
I don't understand the produce thing. Like,
It's
Yeah.
how
no,
much
it's
does a
real
cucumber
fetish.
cost?
They're not that expensive.
Like, what are they for one cucumber?
You can, at Fry's, you can get them for like two for $1.
Less than $2, yeah. Yeah, it's a 2 for nautical.
Jesus. All right.
Well, shout out to the women who are doing cucumber carnivals.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
It's confirmed.
I wouldn't do
Slash
it.
awesome.
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't put a vegetable up
Don't
there.
judge anybody else's life, El Boogie.
No.
You don't know them.
I wouldn't do it to
It can
myself.
get very lonely
I
sometimes.
wouldn't do it to myself. I would not put a cucumber in my pussy. I would not.
Why would you...
What if, I know, but what if it was like they went there with their boyfriend has the cucumber
Why
cucumber
can't we
carnival?
just get a dildo?
I don't know. I'm not them.
Are they going
you
to
know?
start checking purses, like doing cucumber checks or like...
Yeah, produce
You know what I mean?
checks.
That seems like a problem.
Well, if it's like
It's an
literally
epidemic.
multiple places, then that's fucked up.
Yeah.
What else you got?
So the other story I found, a woman arrested for prostitution after offering an undercover cop oral sex for Taco Bell.
No way.
Wait.
So this undercover cop in Florida, it's always Florida.
Of course.
Florida vibe. I was
Yeah.
just gonna fucking say it.
I know, dude. So anyway, she offered him sex for 2 soft tacos, which came out to about $2.14.
Wait, did he already have the soft tacos?
Wait, I'm about to say he had them on deck.
No. She wanted him to buy her 2 soft tacos, and she was willing to suck his dick for that.
Oh,
Wow.
no,
They
that's
come out to
mellow.
like $2.14.
That's the cheapest
Sounds like
blowjob
somebody ready to
ever.
party.
So
That's what it sounds like to me. I think that cop's tripping. You know, allegedly.
how
He
does
should-
that conversation go? Like,
I don't know. It's like, hey, like they're out in front of Taco Bell, you know, in Florida.
why stop at 2? Like, why wouldn't she get 12
Maybe
soft tacos?
that's all
You're
she
sucking
needed.
her
That's
dick.
all she had the appetite for.
But-
Why overeat? You know what I mean? At that point.
Well, I don't think she's like health conscious. If she's
At this
like,
point, yeah, no,
No.
probably not. Mm-mm.
Well, if you're at Taco Bell, number one, you already lost. Allegedly.
Yeah.
You know, so at that point, she could, how much do they cost? How much do the soft
Taco
tacos
Bell
cost?
is like the last fast food place that actually has a dollar menu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that soft tacos are on it.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
for
pretty sure.
They used to be less than that back
Yeah,
in the day.
I know, I
They used to
remember.
be 49 cents
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
shit.
2 for
Yeah.
$1.
Oh, wow.
And now it's like
It's
there's
like-
the
So the-
only place left.
Well, you know what? Somewhere there are whores, very mad hooers, if you will, at her because at that lady because she is now bringing down the market
price.
value
Yeah.
of a blowjob.
Yeah.
How do you compete with that?
Not
Right.
cool at all, guys.
Not
cool. So,
Jesus.
anywho, well, thank you, Chris the Key.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that is going to do it for us today. Like again, we will be going live on the Facebook.com/FYourLifeRadio. We will be doing a live Q&A. You can ask us anything at that point. And
This Saturday, allegedly.
allegedly.
Orgies.
Like the page if you haven't already, Facebook.com/FYourLifeRadio. Follow us on Instagram at EYL_radio. Go, Flem the Key is here. Go to KeyedClothing.com for all of your latest F Your Life Radio merchandise. And other than that, fucking, you know, whatever. Stay away from cucumbers and don't die.
You are tuned into F Your Life Radio Podcast. Your mom would not approve.
Orgies.